Hi Aquarius, welcome to the good, the bad, and the silver lining reading for April 2020. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may show up or resonate in other areas in your life, specifically what is going on around the world that we all know about that is affecting most, if not all of us, Ronageddon. So it's not lost on me, and that's why I want to do this, because we need a win here. We need some hope. And yeah, so let's find it. This also may resonate with yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign. All right, Aquarius, what do we got? What's your good, bad, and silver lining here? Aquarius. The Hierophant, so that could be Taurus. The High Priestess. Ooh, the Empress. Hello, ladies. Six of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands. So that could be Leo. Let's see. We got Pisces or Cancerian, Taurus, and Leo Hierophant. Okay. So, all right. It's like, I feel like, Ronageddon's affecting like everything. Well, because it is. This whole shelter in place thing, if you're, I suppose that's all over the world. Yeah. Not lost on me. It's just amazing how prevalent it is and everything. I've been watching too much news. Okay, so what's this High Priestess about? Having faith. What's this High Priestess about? The reason why I mentioned that earlier is because it's just interesting how it's going to kind of factor into the reading. Like how much of you and your partner going through it or whatever's going on is because of what's going on globally. What's this Nine of Pentacles about? Okay, so this looks like there's been an immediate separation or an immediate decision being made because out of self-preservation, basically. Someone needing to go rogue to take care of themselves. Someone needing to make an immediate decision about taking care of themselves. What's this Six of Cups about? Three of Wands. So, Six of Cups, Three of Wands. What's this Empress about? Is there distance involved here? Ten of Cups. Oh. So is this an understanding between you and your person that you need to do this right now out of self-preservation? Because that's what, this is looking like, okay, this has to happen right now. Like everything needs to be distilled back down to what's necessary and what is appropriate. And it's almost like either you or your person did this because it was the right thing to do. Like they felt like, okay, for right now, we have to kind of have everything. It's an immediate decision to have everything stop at a standstill because it's the right thing to do. And there's this sort of faith and hope that it's only going to be temporary and that you two will be able to get things back on track. But for right now, there has to be this separation. Whoopsie. This separation and distance. We got Queen of Cups reversed. That could be Cancerian. That's about things being, kind of being, in this situation, it kind of feels like all over the place emotionally because you don't want to do this. For the Aquarians that I'm reading for, you're not wanting this to be shut down, but it has to be. You've got to look out for yourself. But is it because of, Ronageddon, or is it because you've got someone that you've been waiting on make a decision and you're like, you know what, I believe in the connection, I need them to come around. So for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, because here you are, this is Aquarius, and we've got you kind of, this feels like you're waiting for someone to come around to want what you want, or to see things the way you are, or there's some kind of waiting for someone. You both believe in the connection, but you're not able to be together. And it could be there. This feels like, this reminds me of those people that are like sitting outside windows talking to each other, or, out on balconies and socializing that way. Or like, it's like you can't be together right now because it's best. It's what's right and appropriate. And you're taking the long view on it. So it's an immediate decision to preserve the long view of something. And right now it has to be this way. But we've got happiness and fulfillment and thriving right now. So it's not ideal. We had that Queen of Cups reversed. It's like being kept from your loved ones. It's emotionally out of whack. It doesn't feel right, but it has to be this way for right now. What's this Two of Pentacles? What's this Two of Pentacles? The Moon. This is Pisces or Cancerian. So, oh, look at you. Getting all resilient. This is Knight of Wands. The Lovers. So this is Leo, Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. So you know what? Here's the thing. This, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, this connection is intact, even though there might be some fear that it's not. This is you needing to go with the flow, because that's the way it has to be right now. You need to rely on this bond that you have with this person and your connection, and let your intuition be a source of strength and guidance for you, because there's going to have to be some adjustments made that it's just going to have to be that way. But this is about, once this is all over, this is about you two thriving. Let's see here. Okay, so there's that Eight of Swords and the Moon. This is about not knowing what's going to happen next, and like being in a holding pattern, not being able to get to each other. The connection's intact, but somebody had to make an immediate decision here to cut things off, because that's the way it had to be. Not because it was ideal or you wanted to, but that's the way it had to be. And everything's in crisis and in chaos right now. But this is about the connection being intact, and very soon, when this all blows over, you get to go back to the way it was. Things get to pick back up where they left off. So it's an adjustment, and this is about you, because you can't do anything right now, relying on the bond and your intuition and this bond that you have with this person, until things can be restored and you two picking back up again. And I think there's some resiliency and sort of newfound faith and strength in this, because if nothing else, the silver lining here is that it really strengthens, one, obviously faith in yourself, but for the Aquarians I'm reading for, I don't know if that was necessary. You kind of got this on lock. Like, you're good. The Aquarians that I'm reading for, you're very self-sufficient. But the connection with this new person, or with your person, I don't know if it's new or not. It's not shown here, but it is an immediate decision. And this is, that silver lining is that you're stronger for it when you come out of it. That there's resiliency, and it just takes an adjustment, and you're going to roll with it. And there's reconnecting with yourself, also listening to your intuition. Maybe you've been going, and so stressed out and working, and trying to keep things stable and whatnot, that you haven't taken a minute to check in with yourself. And this is you doing that. This is you doing what you know is best and what feels right also. And this condition, this connection with your person, you two actually are better for this sort of distance, or being kind of forced to be away from each other right now. This is, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, you don't want to be away from your person. This is not because there's some shenanigans going on. This is someone that there's a connection there, but you two can't be with each other. It could be that somebody needs to figure out what they want to do, and you're waiting for them. But even that is an agreement between the two of you. Because this right here is an agreed upon distance. You don't like it. It's making you like a little like, oh my gosh, but look at the faith that comes out of this, the reconnection spiritually with yourself and a fortified bond. And it looks good. I mean, you pick up right where you left off. So someone's got to be away from you, or you two have to be away from each other. But it actually serves to strengthen the bond, and you two are up and running again. So when whatever this is, and we know what it is, blows over, you two are off and running. It's almost like that. It's almost like it's shooting out of the gate, because you, in this time of separation, you realize what's important and what you want. So this is all about adjusting and adapting to maybe what you thought you wouldn't be able to abide by before, where you're just like, I don't know what to do. Well, we adapt and we get through it, and we rely on each other, and we rely on ourselves, and we get back to basics, and we get through. All right. Public service announcement, right? What else for Aquarius? Watch and wait. Yeah. Watch and wait. Where's the watch and wait? But you're not watching, are you? You're blindfolded. Okay. But this right here. Having faith. Because you don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be like, as you go along, you're going to be adjusting as you go. And it's for the best. And it's necessary. Not ideal. You don't want it. Feels out of whack. Feels counterintuitive. But you're going to have to watch and wait. You're going to have to slow everything down. And the benefit, or the silver lining of that, is that the bond is actually strengthened with you and your person. And your connection internally. It gets you back in touch with your intuition. All good things. Yeah. And cups. What else for Aquarius? So now, not to minimize or anything like that, but it's kind of like this is a blessing in disguise, because it literally forces you to slow down and focus on self-care and self-preservation, which could mean that, you're getting kind of too far out there ahead of yourself and just going and doing and going and doing. But this is just realigning your values. So, it's tragic that it takes something pretty much catastrophic to do that, but if there's any good or silver lining coming out of it, let's hope for something we can all learn from and grow from. What else for Aquarius? King of Wands. This could be Sagittarius. All right. So this is about... I still feel like this is you, like, okay, when it's time, though, this is you two taking off at a steady clip when the time is right. Because he's, like, about ready to pounce off of this throne here. This could be male or female, but this is someone who, when the time is right, will be ready to go. We'll have everything, all the preparations will be done. The stability will be restored. The jobs will have been done. The things will have been this. The time will be right. And when it is, you both will be ready to go. It's almost like you're chomping at the bit. Being idle is not ideal, obviously. For the Aquarians that I'm reading for, you're kind of a doer and a solver and a fixer, and you like to stay steady and active and just have a plan and a purpose and all that. So this might be a bit frustrating. Some things are going to have to be revamped, and that might be your source of fear or uncertainty, because you're like, well, what do I do now? I'm used to being out there and doing and making things happen, and having to be in separation or be apart or be unto myself, and stay home or shelter in place, whatnot. Not ideal, not happy. I don't do well with having to, this could be what you're saying, like having to kind of stay put. So this is like chomping at the bit, ready to go. But this is a learning curve. This is about watching and waiting. And the silver lining and the benefit of all this is that your bond is strengthened with your person, and you reconnect spiritually with yourself as well. Okay. Yay. All right. Oh, the dice here. No, for Aquarius. So when it's that way, I turn it this way. Okay, so yes. Okay, 10 of cups. Ooh, 10 of cups. Get it? There it is there. 10 of cups, 3 of cups. Okay, so a time for celebration and joy and happiness. So all good things here. Just gotta watch and wait. You're either waiting for your person or your person's waiting for you. And I swear this looks like looking at each other from across the balcony or something, because you can't be with each other, but even that has its purpose. And it serves to strengthen the bond, but it's almost like when you're coming out of it that, don't forget to come up for air. Because it looks like you two are going to take off at a steady clip here. That things are going to be up and running very quickly as soon as you're able to finally be together again when the time is right. This, for me, this feels like it has to do with Ronageddon. And it was immediate and sudden, but it had to be done. And it's not that you're not happy about it, but when the time is right, yeah, it's like you pick up right where you left off. So, but I can't help feeling that like this is a new relationship. It feels like this just was about to get started, and then it got just shut down out of self-preservation. And it's the right thing being done to slow things down, to keep everything okay, like this, but it's not, you don't want to. And it's the right thing to do. This is thinking that, there's a connection here, but we can't really do anything about it yet. And it's going to be an adjustment on your part. But it serves to strengthen the connection. And there's happiness and joy and celebration. And this person, whoever, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, it feels like, this could be a rediscovery with someone, but this feels like someone new that you come to find out very quickly that this is someone that there's a really good emotional fit here with this person. Okay, I'm gonna start talking in circles if I'm not already. Thank you for stopping by, Aquarius. I hope this was helpful, and I'm glad for this, because you need a win. You have been through it the past year. So I'm glad that, it kind of, is not ideal that things got stopped before they really got started, but once you get back to it, you're up and running. So awesome. Okay, so thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Love and support to you, and let's get through this together. Okay, take care.